I met Faith Zimmer at our 19th annual Temecula Murrieta Community Candlelight Vigil in 2019. I'd been a part of this event for several years with Linda Mejia. She thoughtfully decided our theme for that year would be a DUI awareness remembrance, since there had been so many DUI accidents in our cities that year. Faith and I were the speakers that night, as we were both directly and indirectly victims of drunk drivers. I remember having a heavy heart that night, knowing Faith had recently lost her only 15-year-old daughter, Lily, and remembering our 15-year-old daughter, Autumn, who we loved and lost in 1995 in a car accident. Faith took her position at the podium with confidence and resolve. It was as if she was supernaturally surrounded by angels for such a time as this. We all sat mesmerized, not a dry eye in the audience, as Faith described her heart-wrenching experience of what it was like losing her only daughter and the whirlwind of trying to make sense of it all. She shared Lily's life, her music, her God-given songs. She said, quote, "Lily earnestly sought the Lord with her entire being, every cell, pore, and follicle." Faith told us only months before Lily's call home, her journal entry and God's promise to her using her own name was, "Do not be afraid." Lily, for God will protect you and your reward will be great. Faith concluded, called home at only 15 years old? Question. Too soon? Question. Or on time? Question. A gift perhaps? Luke 6:23. Be glad and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. That night, Faith Zimmer, knowingly or unknowingly, delivered by the heart of God a message of divine providence. Fast forward to Christmas 2021, my family and I attended the Living Nativity, you guessed it, on what is now the Chapel Coffee property in Old Town Murrieta, led by Lily Kelly Ministries. Oh my gosh, what a miracle. It was God's hand all along. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, to do good works, which God prepared beforehand." Faith and I reunited. She showed me around the property. It's so biblical, I smiled. Almost immediately, my life once again joined with my precious friend, who I have so much respect for, and I knew I wanted to serve and be a part of Lily Kelly Ministries. The main reason I wanted to serve is because I truly believe the very property is a gift from God. And if you know Faith, I'm sure you would agree. She was providentially prepared for this task. You can feel and see God's presence everywhere. Knowing this, my experience so far serving here has been literally awe-inspiring for several reasons. It's number one, it's humbling to realize Lily Kelly Ministries is God's great project of love. And I and others are his co-workers to help spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's humbling to know in my heart of hearts that every good and perfect gift, Lily's Chapel, comes from the Father above. It's humbling to experience here that God alone is equipping and gifting his people to do his will, which is to love one another and become more like Jesus. As a result of being at the chapel, I'm understanding more and more that God has a plan to take his children to heaven, but also a plan to manifest a powerful testimony for Jesus on earth, in homes, in local churches, and the world.